I have a candle.
Hello.
Now sit down.
You have a valve down here that turns the gas on and off. This is the gas tank, and it doesn't have a fuel pump. The gas feeds gravity-wise right down through the line into the engine.
Is it closed?
Mm-hmm. That's the gas gauge. You're seeing gas right in it. The temperature gauge is that thing out on the hood. They call it a motometer. It's works just like a thermometer thing.
You gotta ask questions if you want anything. The other thing is it's pretty loud and jumpy. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna work. I was gonna say you should tell us about how you used to have a car like this when you and Granny were dating.
Yeah, we had mine was a two-door, and when I began to go with her grandmother, that's the car that I had. The first time I went to pick her up, she lived out in the country, and put the brakes on in front of her house, so I didn't know exactly where she lived, and went right past it. She thought I was just going on.
She thought you passed her by?
Yeah. Then about 2 or 3 months later, we went, listen to the horn. 2 or 3 months later, we went to a sweetheart banquet, and my buddy and I were going to go pick up his girlfriend who lived a few miles from Christine. And she wasn't ready when we got there, so we're running late. She said, "Oh, I know a shortcut to Christine's house." So we took the shortcut, going about 35, 40 miles an hour down this old mud road. And all of a sudden, right in front of us is a big mud puddle longer than the car. I couldn't stop because the mechanical brakes, I never would have stopped, so I just gunned it and went on through. And the mud come up into the car through the floorboards, and we got all wet. I had on my white leather sweater. It's got ruined. But when we got to Christine's house, we borrowed towels from her mother and dried the inside of the car and went ahead and went to the sweetheart banquet. Mud and all.
What's the matter, champ? Is this car too hot for you, Mr. Chopper?